This is not an expression, but it's sort of like a philosophy. This is probably wrong, probably misrepresenting Indian culture. But they say that it's not your job to mold a child into something, but it's your job to allow them to become the fullest expression of who they should be, which I think is a lovely sentiment.
Yeah.
And I kind of, I guess I imagine that I hope that I'm doing that a little bit, like I'm not trying to make them be anyway. I'm just trying
You're watering the flower.
Yes, you're watering the flower, right? And you're kind of trusting that it's going to blossom into something beautiful, and not be like a Venus flytrap. It's that horrible flesh-eating flower. So that's one thing that popped in my head. I lay awake at night as well, usually because bed is pea-soaked. I'm furious. They're still, by the way, crawling into our bed at night and then peeing on us.
Pull-ups, dude, pull-ups.
It happened 2 days ago. My wife has been out of town, and 2 days ago, they crawled into bed, and I was like, oh, it's so nice to cuddle with you guys, and then like a half an hour later, I was like, and Mason is crying, and she's like, there's pee over there! I'm like, yeah, it came out of your... Pee, I want to move. I'm like, no, that's not fair, because there's no room, and it's my bed. You stay in the pee spot. Go get a towel. No, you'll get a towel, Dad. And I get a towel. Honey, you have to take your clothes off. You're soaking wet. From head to toes, everything is wet. No! We're waking your brother up. I hate you.
Pull-ups.
Deep thoughts.
Yeah. I guess I'll tell you a long, boring story. We had a birthday party for West last year where all of the kids in his class came. We went on a treasure hunt because we found some treasure and maps in our house. It's an old house. Apparently pirates had been through at some point, and these kids were so fucking gullible. And then there were like little clues that took us all around the bay, and we went on a bike ride and found things, and like we'd go into the woods, and one of the kids would like pull up a credit card receipt and be like, what's this? And I'd read it and say, this looks like it's from an old mercantile exchange. I can't believe you spotted it.
You're gishing with your kids.
Yeah. I have one trick.
It's one weird trick you learned online.
So we wind up very conveniently at the spot where all of the other parents are meeting us. It just so happens to be where the final treasure box is buried by pure coincidence. And find the treasure box, open it up, and it has all of these enormous diamonds, big as your fist. It's crazy. And other, little trinkets, all garbage from Target. and the kids start dividing it up. And like each kid gets a diamond, each kid gets, an old gold doubloon. And then West said, wait, stop. How much are these diamonds worth? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a gemologist, but I probably guess they're about $500,000 a piece. And then, sweetest thing. And then he says, how much does a house cost? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, somewhere in the $300,000 and up, I'd say. And he's like, well, we should give this to the homeless people then. So then, me, Wes, Mason, and two of the neighbor kids went in the minivan to the drop-in center where all the homeless people aggregate on the sidewalk. And I had to figure out how to give them this useless plastic shit from Target without looking like the biggest asshole on the face of the earth. So I was like, you kids stay in the van, and I got out and I stuffed some money under the jewels, and I was like, to a group of 4 people who were standing together, I was like, listen, my kids think this is really valuable and they wanted to give it to you guys. I did put some actual money underneath the garbage, but could you do me a really big favor and act super excited about this? And it was so sweet, like they opened it up and they were like, oh. And then the kids were like, yes! And later, Wes reported that that was his favorite part of his birthday.
Aww.
So
That was awesome that you took that moment.
it was
Like,
really,
that's a moment.
it was a lovely moment. But I guess I think that that might be something like he's seeing, you know, that we're doing. That we go to the drop-in center and like try to help out or do
He's
things
also
like
learned how
that.
to lie.
And that might be something that I feel like I'm starting to maybe successfully impart on the kids, like a little bit of noticing people of less means. So that felt good. Like felt like, all right, maybe I'm doing something right. You know, yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
So it was brought up yesterday in Jason's panel that these space fans...
Everything is alive in this thing.
Yeah, these space fans are apparently Jared's.
Space
And, but wait,
Space
I was wondering
pants.
if they're like now a shared thing. It's like brotherhood of like the traveling space pants. Thing on Instagram or you can hashtag. I look forward to it.
Did Jensen share a video of me?
Not yet.
Challenge accepted.
You can ask him. I'm sure we'd all like to see it.
So there's another part to that. That's like it starts here and it goes up to here. And Jensen's like, hey, you should try that part.
Yeah, never trust
and then
that.
you turn it on, and it feels like
Flashlight. Venetia said a flashlight.
it squeezes you so fucking hard.
That's what she said.
It's like it's all you can do to not evacuate your bowels. It's so painful. Anyway, that video
Jensen's our
exists
people.
as well. It was taken shortly after I think there was a photo that I took of Jensen. The space pants are great though. They work so well. You should try them. Yeah.
Like a meat.
They smell like Jared, but you just have to overlook that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi. First of all, sorry, my question is a little bit confusing. I'm French, so I just hope that I find my words.
Great. Use them. Go.
So after filming emotional scene like the scene from this week's episode, how is it for you to leave cast behind you on the set, or does it take you a few hours to be Misha again?
No, I leave it behind right away, generally speaking. I think we're all now pretty good. I mean, if there's a very intense, very emotional scene, you can sort of see, we can see maybe a few seconds of humanity in one another's eyes. But that's almost immediately wiped away. And we go back to telling vulgar jokes and just being our normal selves. I played a role in a movie where I was playing a real life serial killer, like forever ago, like 15 years ago or something. And
That's how old some people
that
are.
character, because it was a real life character, I think part of the thing with Supernatural is it is all in the realm of fantasy, and it's so easy to see that it's, I think, probably harder to get wrapped up in it and be like, oh, fuck, I really am, you know, a 3,000-year-old angel.
You look good for it. Fading looks.
Walked out of it like, shit, I thought I was talking to Cassie. But this this character was very real, and the sort of circumstances were all very real, and I was looking at real footage of him that I was trying to copy and listening to his voice on audio tapes, and that got into my psyche in a weird way that creeped me out. And while we were shooting, like, I'd be going for a jog, and I'd start having thoughts that were his thoughts. What is happening? What is happening? Am I going to be okay? And then I dreamed his memes. Right. And this is not a good guy. So, yeah, it can happen. I think that you can get subsumed in a character, but I don't think it happens to us on Supernatural anymore.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
If you could
Except Jensen, he thinks he's Dean.
Didn't we see on Instagram that Danielle wishes he were
design
dead?
for Sam, Dean, and Cass, what would you make them wear?
Ass sweatpants and a t-shirt.
It would be great. I don't know, I recently was in like this weird cat surfing on a piece of pizza jumpsuit, which I think could be great uniform for all three guys. I don't know, I mean, they're...
Black trench coat!
Black trench coat? Interesting idea.
Skin tight cat suit.
Maybe Speedos for the brothers?
No. Just mankinis that Borat wore. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. I can't get out of
Hi.
Later, Hosen.
Hi. So you have an amazing online presence and are kind of a social media expert. So my question is, for someone who's not famous, what are your tips for social advocacy online? How do you build a presence? I'm trying to advocate, there's just a plug, colorectal cancer is on the rise in people under 40. And I've been trying for the last 18 months to raise awareness of that, and I'm wondering if you have any tips.
No. I mean, I kind of often say this, but I think that I happen to have, you know, because I'm on this show and I play this angel, I happen to have a bigger reach than most people online, and but I don't think that that really changes anything in terms of the responsibility that we have to be vocal about things that matter. I think if I had 5 followers, I should still be talking about the things that I'm talking about. And I think that when you have smaller followings, they're usually more intimate. They're people who you know or people who care about what you think or what you say more. So your voice can have a bigger impact there. Another thing you can do is you can try to co-opt people like me who have bigger followings and get them to do things for you online. People always reach out, like I'm always getting emails from people like, hey, would you post about this or post about that? And I often do. I even have friends who, send me, like, I think you should post something about this related to politics. And I'll be like, I think you're right. Thanks for that tip. So I think there are a lot of different ways that you can have an influence. And you can also always think about just buying Russian bots to boost your following. Like Donald Trump did.
Oh my god.
March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, so if you're free in March, make a plug, that'd be great.
Will do. Thank you very much.
Yeah, one word and never good enough.
Hi. So the last episode we kind of found out what Cass is like as kind of like a babysitter. And kind of like, good job, Cass. So I was wondering, would you let Cass babysit your kids?
I think not. And I'll tell you why. I think my kids would very quickly figure out that they could manipulate and confuse him, and then use him to their advantage. they're starting to do things like, oh no, mom and dad said this is fine, to a babysitter. When mom and dad did not say that was fine. We're allowed to have as much candy as we want after 4 p.m. Really? Oh yeah, they went to this fucking video game arcade recently. We don't let them play video games. We barely let them watch any TV. They went to this birthday party that was a video game place with a babysitter, because I did not want to go to a video game birthday party. And they were like, oh yeah, mom and dad said we can play any video game we want. And I went in there, and Wes and Mason were like side by side playing a first-person shooter game.
Oh, no.
What is happening here? What is happening here right now? And the babysitter was like, they said, you said it was fine. Don't listen to them, they're little liars. But they would do that to Cass, and Cass would fall for it.
Yeah, he would.
So, no, don't trust him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
I've been having a spiritual crisis of late. I've been given a lot of advice by people